Dear students, now we can move to the next chapter, production of metals. Discovery of metal have a greater contribution to the progress of human life. Many utensils, and from needle to aeroplane, ships, all are made by metals. Highly reactive metals is seen as an oxide, but low reactive metals can be seen as in the free state. Gold, platinum, all are seen in free state. Now in this chapter, we are discussing how to extract metals from their ores or minerals. How to extract, different steps are there. Now see, in different materials which is seen in earth crust contain metals in high concentration or in low concentration. We have to separate that substance into easily extractable, cheaply extractable, like that. So a new term, mineral, we can call it as the content of metal in different form. All the metal content substances are called minerals, and the quality of selection of mineral is that the abundance of ore, the abundance of metal, and how cheaply it can be extracted, availability, all these are the criteria of selection of mineral. And from mineral we can also classify into ores. From ores we are really extracting the metal. Ores, for the selection of ores, each mineral contain maximum metal content, cheaply extractable, easily available. All these conditions when satisfied, we can consider it as a ores.
This table shows some of the metals and their ores and their chemical formula.
അല്ലേ കുട്ടികളെ, നമുക്കിന്ന് ലോഹത്തിന്റെ കണ്ടുപിടുത്തം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ വളരെ വലുതാണ്. മാനവരാശിക്ക് എത്രയോ സംഭാവനകൾ ചെയ്തതാണ് അല്ലേ. സൂചി മുതൽ വിമാനവും കപ്പൽ വരെ ലോഹങ്ങളെ കൊണ്ടാണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ റിയാക്റ്റീവായുള്ള ലോഹങ്ങൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഓക്സൈഡ് ആയിട്ടും ലോ റിയാക്റ്റീവായുള്ള ഗോൾഡ്, പ്ലാറ്റിനം എല്ലാം ഫ്രീ സ്റ്റേറ്റിലും കാണാം. അപ്പം ലോഹത്തിന്റെ അംശം, മെറ്റൽ കണ്ടന്റ് കൂടുതലുള്ളത്, മെറ്റൽ കണ്ടന്റ് ഉള്ള എല്ലാ പദാർത്ഥങ്ങൾക്കും നമുക്ക് മിനറൽ എന്ന് പറയാം. അതിൽ തന്നെ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ മെറ്റൽ കണ്ടന്റ് ഉള്ളതിനാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് പറയാ, ഓർസ്. ആ ഓർസിൽ നിന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ മെറ്റല് എക്സ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്തെടുക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ഈ മെറ്റൽ എക്സ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്തെടുക്കുന്ന ഡിഫറെന്റ് സ്റ്റെപ്സ് ആയിട്ടാണ്. ആ സ്റ്റെപ്സുകൾ നമുക്ക് എന്താണെന്ന് നോക്കാം. The different steps to purify, to extract the metal is called metallurgy. Metallurgy contains three different parts. Concentration is the first stage of this metallurgy. And in concentration, there are different steps. Let us discuss each one by one. Concentration of the ore means removing the impurity. Impurity means gam. So by removing the impurity, we can purify the metal to a certain extent. So the first one in concentration is levigation or hydraulic washing. That is, we are washing with the stream of water. Here the impurity is less denser and the ore is more denser than the impurity. Oxide ores are purified by in this method. Next one is FROTH flotation method. In that case, in a pine oil container, we are adding the ores into that. Here the impurity is denser than ore and it will float the top of the container, and the ore or the metal content, metal part is less denser. It will be sediment in the bottom, and the impurities can be removed by this method. Sulfide ores are removed by or purified by in this method. The third one is magnetic separation. Either the impurity or the ore is magnetic in nature, and by rotating in a retort, we can easily remove the metal or the ore and the impurity. Tin, the metal tin is extracted or purified by this method. The fourth one is leaching. That is, we are dissolving the ore in a particular solution. The impurities will not be dissolved there. So, by this method we can easily remove the impurity. Aluminium is extracted or purified by this method.
Hydraulic washing or levigation. This method is used for the concentration of oxide ores of heavy metals such as those of lead, tin, iron, etc. The powdered ore is spread on special types of tables having grooves on the top. A stream of water is thrown from one side of the table. The gangue particles, being lighter, are washed away with stream of water, leaving behind the heavy ore particles. Magnetic separation. This method is used to concentrate the ore with magnetic nature and impurities are non-magnetic, or vice versa. The powdered ore is dropped over the belt on the side of the non-magnetic roller. As the ore particles travel over the belt and reach the magnetic roller, the magnetic particles are attracted by the magnetic roller and fall into a heap on the inner side. The non-magnetic particles form separate heap away from the magnetic roller. Example: chromite, ore of chromium, wolframite, an ore of tungsten, magnetite, an ore of iron. Froth flotation method. This method is used for the concentration of the sulfide ore. The powdered ore is taken in a tank and some water is added. Add some pine oil to it. The compressed air is passed through the contents of the tank. The froth, being lighter, rises to the top of the tank along with the particles of the sulfide ore sticking on it. It floats as a scum which is skimmed off. The gangue particles settle down, being heavier. The froth is transferred into another tank and thus concentrated ore is obtained.